Hello and welcome to the next instalment of Middleton's Endgame, our live show from the 400th anniversary of the staging of A Game at Chess by Thomas Middleton. Parts 1 and 2 introduced the context for the play and began the live show in a relatively basic mix to get a sense of the flow of this one-off event, before I produce a fuller edit of the play as a one-off audio adaptation. Content warnings are in the show description, as the play does deal with some distressing scenes. We return to the White Bear. After a reasonably long interval, the audience has returned for the second half of A Game at Chess, from midway through Act 3. And so I will leave you with past Robert to help set the scene. Enjoy.
All good. Okay. Welcome back. Before we dive into the main action of the play again, we have this bridging scene, which features in some, but not all versions of the play. It doesn't have any particular connection with the plot, per se. It's a scene of two pawns of the Black House having fun times with a pawn of the White House. We can't stage it accurately with the current setup. It also might be illegal. So, be aware that the three speakers are all very physically close to one another. We will then rejoin the action of the play, where the Black Queen's pawn was showing the White Queen's pawn where she keeps her magic glass and the potential husband that is on show. A Game at Chess, Act 3, continued.
I would so fain take one of these white pawns now. I'd make him do all under drudgery, feed him with ass's milk, crumbed with goat's cheese, and all the white meats could be devised for him. So make him my white jennet when I prance it after the Black Knight's litter.
And you'd look then just like the devil striding over a nightmare, made of a miller's daughter.
Ah, pox on you, were you so near? I'm taken. Like a little blackbird in the great snow, this white pawn grinning o'er me.
And now, because I will not foul my clothes, ever hereafter, for white quickly soils, you know.
I prithee, get thee gone then. I shall smot thee.
No, I'll put that to venture. Now I've snapped thee. Thou shalt do all the dirty drudgery that slavery was e'er put to.
I shall cozen you. You may chance come and find your work undone then, for I'm too proud to labour. I'll starve first, I'll tell you that beforehand.
And I'll fit you then with a black whip that shall not be behindhand.
Pish, I've been used to whipping. I have whipped myself 3 miles out of town in the morning, and I can fast a fortnight and make all your meat stink and lie on your hands.
Oh, to prevent that, your food shall be blackberries, and upon gaudy days a pickled spider, cut out like an anchovies. I'm not to learn a monkey's ordinary. Come, sir, will you frisk? Ooh.
Soft. Soft. You had no such bargain on't. If you look well about you.
I am snapped too. A black pawn in the breech of me. We three look like a bird spit. A white chick between 2 russet woodcocks.
I'm so glad of this.
But you shall have but small cause, for I'll thirk you.
Then I'll thirk you again.
And I'll thirk him again.
Mass, it will be old firking. I shall have the worst on't, for I can firk nobody. We draw together now for all the world like 3 flies with 1 straw thorough their buttocks.
This is the room he did appear to me in, and, look you, this the magical glass that showed him.
I find no motion yet. What should I think on't? A sudden fear invades me, a faint trembling under this omen, as is oft felt the panting of a turtle under a stroking hand.
That bodes good luck still. A sign you shall change state speedily, for that trembling is always the first symptom of a bride. For any vainer fears that may accompany his apparition, by my truth to friendship, I quit you of the least. Never was object more gracefully presented. The very air conspires to do him honour, and creates sweet vocal sounds, as if a bridegroom entered, which argues the best, the blessed harmony of your loves.
And will the using of my name produce him?
Nay, of yours only, else the wonder halted. To clear you of that doubt, I'll put the difference in practice the first thing I do, and make his invocation in the name of others.
'Twill satisfy me much, that.
It shall be done. Thou, whose gentle form and face filled lately this Egyptic glass, by the imperious, powerful name and the universal fame of the mighty Black House Queen, I conjure thee to be seen. What, see you nothing?
Not any part. Pray, try another.
You shall have your will. I double my command and power, and at the instant of this hour invoke thee in the White Queen's name, with stay for time and shape the same. What see you yet?
There's nothing shows at all.
My truth reflects the clearer then. Now fix and bless your fair eye with your own forever. Thou, well composed, by fate's hand drawn to enjoy the White Queen's pawn, of whom thou shalt by virtue met many graceful issues get, by the beauty of her fame, by the whiteness of her name, by her fair and fruitful love, by her truth that melts the dove, by the meekness of her mind, by the softness of her kind, by the luster of her grace, by all these thou art summoned to this place. Hark! How the air enchanted with your praises and his approach those words to sweet notes raises. Can you see him?
Yes! A figure richly attired, like an apparition. He's standing before the glass. He's passing out of my sight. Oh, let him stay a while, a little longer.
That's a good hearing.
If he be mine, why should he part so soon?
Why, this is but the shadow of yours. How do you?
Oh, I did ill to give consent to see it. What certainty is in our blood or state? What we still write is blotted out by fate. Our wills are like a cause that is law-tossed. What one court orders is by another crossed.
I find no place, no fit place for this passion here. 'Tis merely an intruder. He's a gentleman most wishfully composed. Honour grows on him, and wealth piled up for him. He is youth enough, too, and yet in the sobriety of his countenance, grave as a tetrarch, which is gracious in the eye of modest pleasure. Where's the emptiness? What can you more request?
I do not know what answer yet to make. It doth require a meeting twixt my fear and my desire.
She's caught, and, which is strange, by her most wronger.
It's he! My confessor, the Black Bishop's pawn! he might have passed me 7 years together, had I not by chance advanced my eye upon that lettered hatband, the Jesuitical symbol to be known by, worn by the brave collegians with consent. 'Tis a strange habit for a holy father, a president of poverty especially. But we, the sons and daughters of obedience, dare not once think awry, but must confess ourselves as humbly to the father of that feather, long spur and poignard, as to the Alban altar, and happy we're so highly graced to attain to't. Holy and reverend...
How hast found me out?
Oh, sir, put on the sparklingless trim of glory. Perfection will shine foremost. And I knew you by the Catholical mark you wear about you, the mark above your forehead.
Are you grown so ambitious in your observance? Well, your business... I've my game to follow.
I have a worm follows me so that I can follow no game. The most faint-hearted pawn, if he could see his play, might snap me up at pleasure. I desire, sir, to be absolved. My conscience being at ease, I could then with more courage ply my game.
'Twas a base fact.
'Twas to a schismatic pawn, sir.
What's that to the nobility of revenge? Suffice as I've neither will nor power to give you absolution for that violence. Make your petition to the penance chamber. If the tax register relieve you in by the fat bishop's clemency, or have wrought out a singular piece of favour with your money, that's all your refuge now.
The sting shoots deeper.
Yonder's my game, which, like a politic chess master, I must not seem to see.
Oh, my heart! 'Tis he!
That it is.
The very self-same that the magical mirror presented lately to me.
And how like a most regardless stranger he walks by, merely ignorant of his fate. You are not minded, the principlest part of him. What strange mysteries inscrutable love works by.
The time, you see, is not yet come.
But 'tis in our power now to bring time nearer. Knowledge is a mastery, and make it observe us, and not we it.
I would force nothing from its proper virtue. Let time have his full course. I'd rather die the modest death of undiscovered love than have heaven's least and lowest servant suffer, or in his motion receive check. For me, how is my soul's growth altered? That single life, the fittest garment that peace ever made for it, is grown too strait, too stubborn on the sudden.
He comes this way again.
Oh, there's a traitor leapt from my heart into my cheek already, that will betray all to his powerful eye, if it but glance upon me.
By my verity, look, he's passed by again, drowned in neglect, without the prosperous hint of so much happiness to look upon his fortune. How close fate seals up the eye of human understanding, till, like the sun's flower, time and love unclose it. 'Twere pity he should dwell in ignorance longer.
What will you do?
Yes, die a bashful death, too, and let the remedy pass by unused still. You're changed enough already if you look into't. Absolute sir, with your most noble pardon for this, my rude intrusion, I am bold to bring the knowledge of a secret nearer by many days, sir, than it would arrive in its own proper revelation with you. Pray, turn and fix. Do you know yond noble goodness?
'Tis the first minute mine eye blessed me with her, and clearly shows how much my knowledge wanted not knowing her till now.
She's to be liked, then. Pray, view advisedly. There is strong reason that I'm so bold to urge it. You must guess the work concerns you nearer than you think for.
Her glory and the wonder of this secret puts a reciprocal amazement on me.
And 'tis not without worth. You two must be better acquainted.
Is there cause, affinity, or any courteous help creation joys in to bring that forward?
Yes, I can show you the nearest way to that perfection of a most virtuous one that joy e'er found. Pray, mark her once again, then follow me, and I will show you her must be your wife, sir.
The mystery extends, or else creation hath set that admirable piece before us to choose our chaste delights by.
Please you follow, sir.
What art have you to put me on an object that cannot get me off, 'tis pain to part from it?
If there prove no check in that magical glass now, but my proportion come as fair and full into his eye as his into mine lately, then I'm confirmed he is mine own forever.
The very self-same that the mirror blessed me with. From head to foot, the beauty and the habit kept you this place still, did you not remove, lady?
Not a foot further, sir.
Is possible. I would have sworn I'd seen the substance yonder. 'Twas to that lustre, to that life presented.
E'en so is yours to me, sir.
So are you mine.
Perfectly clear. No sooner my name used, but yours appeared.
Just so did yours at mine now.
Why stand you idle? Will you let time cozen you, protracting time, of those delicious benefits that fate hath marked to you? You modest pair of blushing gamesters, and you, sir, the bashfulest, I cannot flatter a foul fault in any. Can you be more than man and wife assigned, and by a power the most irrevocable? Others, that be adventurers in delight, may meet with crosses, shame, or separation, their fortunes hid, and the events locked from 'em. You know the mind of fate. You must be coupled.
She speaks but truth in this. I see no reason then that we should miss the relish of this night, but that we are both shamefaced.
How this night, sir? Did not I know you must be mine, and therein your privilege runs strong, for that loose motion you never should be. Is it not my fortune to match with a pure mind? Then am I miserable. The doves and all chaste-loving winged creatures have their pairs fit, their desires justly mated. Is woman more unfortunate a virgin than may of woman? Fate that hath ordained, sir, we should be man and wife, hath not given warrant for any act of knowledge till we are so.
Tender-eyed modesty, how it grieves at this. I'm as far off for all this strange imposture as at first interview. Where lies our game now? You know I cannot marry by mine order.
I know you cannot, sir. Yet you may venture upon a contract. Surely you may, sir, without all question, so far without danger or any stain to your vow, and that may take her. Nay, do it with speed. She'll think you mean the better, too.
Be not so lavish of that blessed spring. You've wasted that upon a cold occasion now would wash a sinful soul white. By our love joys that motion shall ne'er light upon my tongue more, till we're contracted. Then I hope you are mine.
In all just duty, ever.
Then, do you question it? Pish. Then you're man and wife, all but church ceremony. Pray, let's see that done first. She shall do reason then. Now, I'll enjoy the sport and cozen you both. My blood's game is the wages I have worked for.
Paul, I have spoke to the fat bishop for thee. I'll get absolution from his own mouth. Reach me my chair of ease. My chair of cousinage, £7,000 in women. Reach me that. I love a life to sit upon a bank of heretic gold. Oh, softly and gently, sirrah! There's a foul floor at the bottom of my drum, Pawn. I shall never make sound soldier, but sound treacher with any he in Europe. How now? Qualm? Thou hast the pukingst soul that e'er I met with. It cannot bear one suckling villainy. Mine can digest a monster without crudity, a sin as weighty as an elephant, and never wamble thought.
Aye, you've been used to it, sir. That's a great help. The swallow of my conscience hath but a narrow passage. You must think yet it lies in the penitent pipe and will not down. If I had got £7,000 by offices and gulled down that, the bore would have been bigger.
Nay, if thou provest facetious, I shall hug thee. Can a soft rear poor poached iniquity so ride upon thy conscience? I'm ashamed of thee. Hadst thou betrayed the White House to the black, beggared a kingdom by dissimulation, unjointed the fair frame of peace and traffic, poisoned allegiance, set faith back, and wrought women's soft souls even up to masculine malice, to pursue truth to death if the course roused 'em, that stares and parrots are first taught to curse thee.
I marry, sir, here's swapping sins indeed.
All these and 10 times trebled hath this brain been parent to. They are my offsprings all.
A goodly brood.
Yet I can jest as lightly, laugh and tell stirring stories to court madams, daughters of my seducement, with alacrity as high and hearty as youth's time of innocence that never knew a sin to shape a sorrow by. I feel no tempest, not a leaf wind-stirring to shake a fault. My conscience is becalmed, rather.
I'm sure there is a whirlwind huffs in mine, sir.
Sirrah, I've sold Groom of the Stole 6 times, and received money of 6 several ladies ambitious to take place of baronets' wives. To 3 old mummy matrons have I promised the mothership of the maids. I've taught our friends, too, to convey White House gold to our black kingdom in cold-baked pasties and so cousin searchers. For venting hallowed oil, beads, medals, pardons, pictures, Veronica's heads in private presses, that's done by one of the habit of a peddler. Letters conveyed in rolls, tobacco balls. When a restraint comes by my politic counsel, some of our Jesuits turn gentlemen ushers, some falconers, some park keepers, and some huntsmen. One took the shape of an old lady's cook once and dispatched 2 chores on a Sunday morning, the altar and the dresser. Pray, what use put I my summer recreation to, but more to inform my knowledge in the state and strength of the White Kingdom? No fortification, haven, creek, landing place about the White Coast, but I got draught and platform, learned the depth of all their channels, knowledge of all sands, shelves, rocks, and rivers for invasion properest, a catalogue of all the Navy Royal, the burthen of each ship, the brassy murderers, the number of the men, to what cape bound, again, for the discovery of the inlands, never a shire, but the state better known to me than to her breast inhabitants. What power of men and horse, gentry's revenues, who well affected to our side, who ill, who neither well nor ill, all the neutrality. 38,000 souls have been seduced, pawn, since the jails vomited with the pill I gave them.
Sure you put oil of toad into that physic, sir?
I'm now about a masterpiece of play to entrap the White Knight, and with false allurements entice him to the Black House. More will follow, whilst our fat bishop sets upon the Queen. Then will our game lie sweetly.
Oh, he's come now, sir.
Here's Tax Penitentiaria, Knight, the Book of General Pardons, or Prices. I've been searching for his sin this half hour and cannot light upon't.
That's strange, let's see it.
Wretched that I am! Hath my rage done that there is no precedent of pardon for?
For wilful murder, £13 4 shillings and 6pence. That's reasonable cheap. For killing Catholics who stood for us and who, such as there were indifferent or against us. Killing. Why, here's nothing but killing, Bishop, on this side.
Turn the sheet o'er, and you shall find adultery and other trivial sins.
Adultery, oh. Oh, I'm in now. For adultery, a couple of shillings. For fornication, 5pence. Mass, those are 2 good pennyworths. I cannot see how a man can mend himself. For lying with mother, sister, or daughter... I marry, sir. £33 3 shillings and 3pence. The sins gradation right paid all in threes, too.
You've read the story of that monster, sir, that got his daughter, sister, and his wife of his own mother.
Simony £9.
They may thank me for that. 'Twas 19 before I came. I've mitigated many of the sums.
Sodomy sixpence. You should put that sum ever on the backside of your book, Bishop.
There's few on's very forward, sir.
What's here, sir? 2 old precedents of encouragement.
Those are ancient notes.
Given as a gratuity for the killing of an heretical prince with a poisoned knife, ducats 5,000.
True, sir, that was paid.
Promised also to Dr. Lopez for poisoning the maiden queen of the White Kingdom, ducats 20,000, which said sum was afterwards given as a meritorious alms to the nunnery at Lisbon, having at this present £10,000 more at use in the townhouse at Antwerp.
What's all this to my conscience, worthy holiness? I sue for pardon. I've brought money with me.
You must depart. You see there is no precedent of any price or pardon for your fact.
Most miserable. Are fouler sins remitted? Killing, nay, wilful murder?
True, there's instance. Were you to kill him, I would pardon you. There's precedent for that, and price set down, but none for gelding.
I've picked out understanding now forever out of that Kabbalistic bloody riddle. I'll make away all my estate and kill him, and by that act obtain full absolution.
Why, Bishop, Knight, where's your removes, your traps? Stand you now idle in the heat of the game?
My life for yours, Black Sovereign, the game's ours. I have wrought underhand for the White Knight and his brave Duke, and find 'em coming both.
Then for their sanctimonious queen's surprisal, sir, in that state puzzle and distracted hurry, trust my arch subtlety with.
Oh, eagled pride! Never was game more hopeful of our side.
If Bishop Bullbeef be not snapped next bout as the men stand, I'll never trust art more.
You may wonder at my actions as I conduct with a taper in my hand this white queen's pawn in her night attire into this chamber. She shall sleep in safety tonight. But here comes the Black Bishop's pawn, whom I will lead into another chamber. And once he is in place and I have put out the light, I will follow him myself. You may wonder at my plan. Wonder on.
True, noble Duke. Fair virtue's most endeared one. Let us present their rank insinuation with truth of cause and courage. Meet their plots with confident goodness that shall strike 'em grovelling.
Sir, all the gins, traps, and alluring snares the devil hath been at work since 88 on are laid for the great hope of this game only.
Why, the more noble will truth's triumph be, when they have wound about our constant courages the glitteringst serpent that e'er falsehood fashioned, and glorying most in his resplendent poisons, just heaven can find a bolt to bruise his head.
Look, would you see destruction lie a-sunning? In yonder smile sits blood and treachery basking in that perfidious model of face falsehood. Hell is drawn grinning.
What a pain it is for truth to feign a little.
Oh, fair knight, the rising glory of that house of candour, have I so many protestations lost? Lost, quite lost. Am I not worth your confidence? I, that have vowed the faculties of soul, life, spirit, and brain to your sweet game of youth, your noble, fruitful game. Can you mistrust any foul play in me, that have been ever the most submiss observer of your virtues, and no way tainted with ambition, save only to be thought your first admirer? How often have I changed for your delight the royal presentation of my place into a mimic jester, and become, for your sake and the expulsion of sad thoughts, of a grave state sire, a light son of pastime, made 60 years a tomboy, a mere wanton. I'll tell you what I told a Savoy dame once. New-wed, high plump, and lusting for an issue, within the year I promised her a child if she could stride over St. Rummeld's breeches, a relic kept at Mechlin. The next morning, one of my followers' old hose was conveyed into her chamber, where she tried the feat, and by that, and a court friend, after grew great.
Why, who could be without me?
I will change to any shape to please you, and my aim hath been to win your love in all this game.
Thou hast it, nobly, and we long to see the Black House, pleasure, state, and dignity.
Of honour you'll so surfeit and delight, you'll ne'er desire again to see the white.
Oh, my love, my hope, my dearest. Oh, he's gone. Ensnared, entrapped, surprised amongst the black ones. I never felt extremity like this. Thick darkness dwells upon this hour. Integrity, like one of heaven's bright luminaries, now by error's dullest element interposed, suffers a black eclipse. I never was more sick of love than now I am of horror. I shall be taken. The game's lost. I'm set upon. Oh, 'tis the turncoat bishop, having watched the advantage of his play, comes now to seize on me. Oh, I'm hard beset, distressed most miserably.
'Tis vain to stir. Remove which way you can. I take you now. This is the time we've hoped for. Queen, you must down.
No rescue, no deliverance.
The Black King's blood burns for thy prostitution, and nothing but the spring of thy chaste virtue can cool his inflammation. Instantly he dies upon a pleurisy of luxury, if he deflower thee not.
Oh, strait of misery.
And is your holiness his divine procurer?
Huh?
Captain!
Ah! The devil's in't! I'm taken by a ring-dove. Where stood this white piece that I saw him not?
Oh, you were so ambitious, you looked o'er me. You aimed at no less person than the queen. The glory of the game, if she were won, the way were open to the master check, which, look you, he and his lives to give you. Honour and virtue guide him to the station.
Oh, my safe sanctuary.
Let heaven's blessings be mine no longer, then I am thy sure one. The dove's house is not safer in the rock than thou, in my firm bosom.
I'm blessed in it.
Is it that lump of rank ingratitude swelled with the poison of hypocrisy? Can he be so malicious? Hath partaken of the sweet, fertile blessings of our kingdom? Pawn, thou hast done our White House gracious service, and worthy the fair reverence of thy place. Fair bishop, for thee, black holiness, that workst out thy death as the blind mole, the properest son of earth, who in the casting his ambitious hills up, is often taken and destroyed in the midst of his advanced work. 'Twere well with thee, if like that verminous labourer which thou imitatest in hills of pride and malice, when death puts thee up, the silent grave might prove thy bag forever. No deeper pit than that. For thy vain hope of the White Knight and his most firm assistant, 2 princely pieces, which I know thy thoughts give lost forever now. My strong assurance of their fixed virtues, could you let in seas of populous untruths against that fort, 'twould burst the proudest billows.
My fears past then.
Fear, you were never guilty of an injury to goodness but in that.
It stayed not with me, sir.
It was too much if it usurped the thought. Place a strong guard there.
Confidence is set, sir.
Take that prize hence. Go, reverend of men. Put covetousness into that bag again.
The bag had need be sound, or it goes to rack. Sin and my weight will make a strong one crack.
Hold! Here's the Black Bishop's pawn, the Jesuit, planted above for his concise oration.
Ecce triumphantis me fixum casares arce.
Art there, my holy boy. Sirrah, Bishop Tumbrel is snapped i' the bag by this time.
Ae retisi perean sic.
All Latin, sure the oration hath infected him. Away, away, make haste, they're coming!
Siquid per amantibus, nunquam oculis illare met gratum aperuidiem. Siquid per amantibus, amicorum animis gaudium atulit peperitu et laetitiam. Eques candidissime, praluentissime, felicem profecto tuum. Ad domo candoris ad domum nigritudinis, accessum promississe peperisse hatulisse fatemur. Omnes aventus tui conflagrantissimi, omniqua possumus laetitia, gaudio congratulatione, acclamatione, animis observantissimis, affectivus devotissimis, obsequis venerabundis te sospitem congratulamus.
Sir, in this short congratulatory speech, you may conceive how the whole house affects you.
The colleges and sanctimonious seed plots.
'Tis clear and so acknowledged, Royal Sir.
What honours, pleasures, rarities, delights your noble thought can think.
Your fair eye fix on that's comprehended in the spacious circuit of our black kingdom. There your servants all.
How amply you endear us.
They are favours that equally enrich the royal giver as the receiver in the free donation.
Hark! To enlarge your welcome from all parts is heard sweet-sounding airs, abstruse things open of voluntary freeness, and yon altar, the seat of adoration, seems to adore the virtues you bring with you.
There's a taste of the old vessel still.
The erroneous relish. Wonder works some strange delight.
Wonder works some strange delight.
This place was never yet without.
This place was never yet without.
Welcome the fair White House night.
And welcome the fair White House night.
And to bring our hopes about.
And to bring our hopes about.
May from the altar flames aspire. Those tapers set themselves on fire. May senseless things our joys approve.
May senseless things our joys approve.
And those brazen statues move.
And those brazen statues move.
Quickened by some power above.
Quickened by some power above.
Oh, what more strange
To show our love.
The altar flames!
The statue's moved.
A happy omen waits upon this hour. All move portentously the right-hand way.
Come, let's set free all the most choice delights that ever adorned days or quickened nights.
I see 'twas but a trial of my duty now. Has a more modest mind, and in that virtue most worthily hath fate provided for me. Ha! 'Tis the bad man in the reverend habit, the Black Bishop's pawn. Dare he be seen again? Traitor to holiness, O marble-fronted impudence, and knows how ill hath used me? I'm ashamed he blushes not.
Are you yet stored with any woman's pity? Are you the mistress of so much devotion, kindness, or charity as to bestow an alms of love upon your poor sufferer, yet for your sake only?
Sir, for the reverend respect you ought to give to sanctity, though none to me, in being her servant vowed and wear her livery, if I might counsel, you should never speak the language of unchasteness in that habit. You would not think how ill it doth with you. The world's a stage on which all parts are played. You'd think it most absurd to see a devil presented there not in a devil's shape, or wanting one to send him out in yours. You'd rail at that for an absurdity no college e'er committed. For decorum's sake, then, for pity's cause, for sacred virtue's honour, if you'll persist still in your devil's part, present him as you should do, and let one that carries up the goodness of the play come in that habit, and I'll speak with him. Then will the parts be fitted, and the spectators know which is which. They must have cunning judgments to find it else, for such a one as you is able to deceive a mighty audience. Nay, those you have seduced, if there be any in the assembly, when they see what manner you play your game with me, they cannot love you. Is there so little hope of you to smile, sir?
Yes. At your fears, at the ignorance of your power, the little use you make of time, youth, fortune, knowing you have a husband for lust's shelter, you dare not yet make bold with a friend's comfort, which is the plague of weakness.
So hot burning. The syllables of sin fly from his lips, as if the letter came new cast from hell.
Well, setting by the dish you loathe so much, which hath been heartily tasted by your betters, I come to marry you to the gentleman that last enjoyed you. I hope that pleases you. There's no immodest relish in that office.
Strange of all men he should first light on him to tie that holy knot that sought to undo me. Were you requested to perform that business, sir?
I name you a sure token.
As for that, sir, now you're most welcome, and my fair hopes of you. You'll never break that sacred knot you tie once with any lewd soliciting hereafter.
But all the crafts in getting of it knit. You're all on fire to make your cousining market. I am the marrier and the man. Do you know me? Do you know me, nice iniquity, strict luxury, and holy whoredom? I would clap on marriage with all hot speed to solder up your game. See what a scourge fate hath provided for thee. You were a maid. Swear still you're no worse now. I left you as I found you. Have I startled you? I'm quit with you now for my discovery, your outcries and your cunnings. Farewell, brokage.
Nay, stay and hear me but give thanks a little. If your ear can endure a work so gracious, then you may take your pleasure.
I have done that.
That power that hath preserved me from this devil,
How?
that this that may challenge the chief chair in hell and sit above his master?
Bring in merit.
That sufferedst him through blind lust to be led last night to the action of some common bed.
Not over common, neither.
Huh? What voice is that?
Of virgins be thou ever honoured. Now you may go. You hear I've given thanks, sir.
Here's a strange game. Did not I lie with you?
No.
What the devil art thou?
I will not answer you, sir, after Thanksgiving.
Why, you made promise to me after the contract.
Yes?
Mischief confound thee, I speak not to thee. And you were prepared for it and set your joys more high
than you could reach, sir.
This is some bawdy porn. I'll slit the throat on't.
What? Offer violence to your bedfellow? To one that works so kindly without rape?
My bedfellow?
Do you plant your scorn against me? Why, when I was probationer at Brussels, that engine was not known. Then adoration filled up the place, and wonder was in fashion. It's turned to the wild seed of contempt so soon. Can 5 years stamp aboard? Pray, look upon me, sir. I've youth enough to take it. 'Tis no longer since you were chief agent for the transportation of ladies' daughters, if you be remembered. Some of their portions I could name, who pursed them too. They were soon dispossessed of worldly cares that came into your fingers.
Shall I hear her?
Holy derision, yes! Till thy ears swell with thine own venom, thy profane life's vomit. Whose niece was she you poisoned with child twice, then gave her out possessed with a foul spirit, when 'twas indeed your bastard?
Captured!
I am taken in mine own toils.
Yes, and 'tis just you should be.
And thou, lewd pawn, the shame of womanhood.
I'm lost of all hands.
And I cannot feel the weight of my perdition. Now he's taken. 'Tis not the burden of a grasshopper.
Thou whore of order, cockatrice in voto!
Aha! Yon's the white bishop's pawn. I'll play its heart now.
How now, black villain? Wouldst thou heap a murder on thy first foul offence? O merciless bloodhound, 'tis time that thou wert taken.
Death prevented!
For thy sake and that partner in thy shame, I'll never know man farther than by name.
You have enriched my knowledge, Royal Sir, and my content together.
Instead of riot, we set only welcome. Surfeit is a thing that's seldom heard of in these parts.
I hear of the more virtue when I miss on't.
We do not use to bury in our bellies 200,000 ducats and then boast on't. Or exercise the old Roman painful idleness with care of fetching fishes far from home, the golden-headed coracine out of Egypt, the salper from Abusus, or the pelamis, which some call summer whiting, from Chalcedon, salmons from Aquitaine, elops from Rhodes, cockles from Chios, franked and fatted up with far and saper, flour and cocked wine. We cram no birds, nor Epicurean-like enclose some creeks of the sea as Sergius Orator did, he that invented the first stews for oysters and other sea fish, who, besides the pleasure of his own throat, got large revenues by the invention. Whose fat example the nobility followed, nor do we imitate that arch gormandizer with 22 courses at one dinner, and betwixt every course he and his guests washed and used women, and then sat down and strengthened lust swimming in their dishes, which no sooner was tasted but was ready to be vented.
Most impious epicures.
We commend rather of the two extremes the parsimony of Pertinax, who had half lettuces set up to serve again, or his successor Julian, that would make 3 meals of a lean hare, and often sup with a green fig and wipe his beard, as we can. The old bewailers of excess in those days complained there was more coin bid for a cook than for a warhorse. But now cooks are purchased after the rate of triumphs, and some dishes after the rate of cooks, which must needs make some of your White House gormandizers, especially your wealthy plump plebeians, like the hogs which Scaliger hides, that could not move for fat, so insensible of either prick or gold that mice made holes to needle in their buttocks and they never felt 'em. There was once a ruler, Cyrene's governor, choked with his own paunch, which death fat Sanctius king of Castile, fearing, through his infinite mass of belly, rather chose to be killed suddenly by a pernicious herb taken to make him lean, which old Cordoba king of Morocco counselled his fear to, than he would hazard to be stunk to death as that huge cormorant that was choked before him.
Well, you're as sound a spokesman, sir, for parsimony, clean abstinence, and scarce one meal a day as ever spake with tongue.
Censure him mildly, sir. 'Twas but to find discourse.
He'll raise of anything. I shall be half afraid to fade hereafter.
Or I beshrew my heart, for I fear fatness, the fog of fatness, as I fear a dragon. The comeliness I wish for, that's as glorious.
Your course is wondrous strict. I should transgress, sure, were I to change my side, as you've much wrought me.
How you misprise! This is not meant to you, Ward. You that are wound up to the height of feeding by clime and custom are dispensed with all. You may eat kid, cabrito, calf, and tons, eat and eat every day, twice, if you please. Nay, the franked hen, fattened with milk and corn, a riot which the inhabitants of Delos were first inventors of, or the crabbed
Well, for the food, I'm happily resolved. But for the diet of my disposition, there comes the trouble. You will hardly find food to please that.
It must be a strange nature we cannot find a dish for, having policy the master cook of Christendom to dress it. Pray, name your nature's diet.
The first mess is hot ambition.
That's but served in puff paste. Alas, the meanest of our cardinal's cooks can dress that dinner. Your ambition, sir, can fetch no farther compass than the world.
That's certain, sir.
We're about that already. And in the large feast of our vast ambition, we count but the white kingdom whence you came from, the garden for our cook to pick his salads. The foods, lean France, larded with Germany, before which comes the grave, chaste scenery of Venice, served in capon-like in white broth. From our chief oven, Italy, the baked meats, Savoy, the salt, Geneva, the chipped manchet, below the salt, the Netherlands are placed, a common dish at lower end of the table, for meaner pride to fall to. For our second course, a spit of Portugal served in for plovers, Indians and Moors for blackbirds. All this while Holland stands ready melted to make sauce on all occasions, when the voider comes, and with such cheer our full hopes we suffice, Zealand says grace for fashion, then we rise.
Here's meat enough in conscience for ambition.
If there be any want, there's Switzerland, Polonia, and such pickled things will serve to furnish out the table.
You say well, sir, but here's the misery. I tell you in private.
Oh, we're your cabinets.
When I have stopped the mouth of one vice, there's another gapes for food. I am as covetous as a barren womb, the grave, or what's more ravenous.
We're for you, sir. Call you that heinous that's good husbandry? Why, we make money of our faith, sir, our prayers. We make the very deathbed by her comforts. Most dearly pay for all her pious counsels, live rich revenues for a few weak orisons, or else they pass unreconciled without 'em. Did you but view the vaults within our monasteries, you'd swear then Plutus, whom the fiction calls the Lord of Riches, were entombed within them.
Oh, you cannot pass for tons. It's possible.
But how shall I bestow the vice I bring, sirs? You quite forget me. I shall be shut out by your strict key of life.
Is yours so vile, sir?
Some that are pleased to make a wanton on't call it infirmity of blood, flesh, frailty. But certain there's a worse name in your books for't.
The trifle of all vices, the mere innocent. the very novice of this house of clay, Venery. If I but hug thee hard, I show the worst on't. 'Tis all the fruit we have here after supper. Nay, at the ruins of a nunnery once, 6,000 infants' heads found in a fish pond.
How?
Aye, how? How came they hither, think you? Aldrich, Bishop of Augsburg, in his epistle to Nicholas I, can tell you how. Maybe he was at cleansing of the pond. I can but smile to think how it would puzzle all mother-maids that ever lived in those parts to know their own child's head. But is this all?
Are you ours yet?
One more, and I am silenced. But this that comes now will divide us, questionless. 'Tis 10 times worse than the Forerunners.
Is it so viled there is no name ordained for it? Toads have their titles, and creation gave serpents and adders those names to be known by.
This, of all others, bears the hiddenest venom, the smoothest poison. I'm an arch dissembler, sir.
How?
'Tis my nature's brand. Turn from me, sir, the time is yet to come that ere I spoke what my heart meant.
And call you that a vice? Avoid all profanation, I beseech you, the only prime state virtue upon earth, the policy of empires. Oh, take heed, sir, for fear it take displeasure and forsake you. It is a jewel of that precious value whose worth's not known but to the skilful lapidary, the instrument that picks ope princes' heart and locks up ours from them with the same motion. You never came so near our souls till now.
Now you're a brother to us.
What we have done hath been dissemblance ever.
There you lie, then. And the game's ours. We give thee checkmate by discovery, king, the noblest mate of all.
Checkmate!
I'm lost! I'm taken!
Ambitious, covetous, luxurious falsehood.
Dissembler includes all.
All hopes confounded!
Miserable condition!
Oh, let me bless mine arms with this dear treasure, truth's glorious masterpiece. See, Queen of Sweetness, he's in my bosom safe, and this fair structure of comely honor, his true blessed assistant.
May their integrities ever possess that powerful sanctuary.
As 'twas a game, sir, won with much hazard, so with much more triumph. We gave him checkmate by discovery, sir.
Obscurity is now the fittest favor falsehood can sue for. It well suits perdition, for 'tis the best course that so have lost their fame, to put their heads into the bag for shame. And there behold, the bag, like hell-mouth, opens to take her due.
Not this.
And the lost sons appear, greedily gaping for increase of fellowship in infamy, the last desire of wretches, advancing their perdition-branded foreheads like envy's issue or bed of snakes.
'Tis too apparent. The game's lost, king taken.
The White House hath given us the bag. Thank 'em.
They'd need give you a whole bag by yourself.
But this fat bishop has so overlaid me, so squelched and squeezed me, I've no verjuice left in me. You shall find all my goodness, if you look for it, in the bottom of the bag.
Thou malapert pawn! The bishop must have room! He will have room! And room to lie at pleasure!
All the bag, I think, is room too scant for your spalatro paunch.
Down, viper of our order, I abhor thee! Thou show thy whorish front!
Yes, monster holiness!
Contention in the pit is hell divided.
You need have some majesty and power to keep good rule amongst you. Make room, bishop.
I'm not so easily moved when I'm once set. I scorn to stir for any king on earth.
Here comes the queen. What say you then to her?
Indeed, a queen may make a bishop stir.
Room for the mightiest Machiavel politician that e'er the devil hatched of a nun's egg.
She'll peck a hole in the bag and get out shortly.
But I shall be the last man that creeps out, and that's the misery of greatness ever.
And that's all that's worth the begging.
Crowd in all you can. The bishop will be still uppermost man, O great king, queen, or politician.
So now let the bag close. The fittest room for treachery, pride, and malice, whilst we win alike, destroying through heaven's power what would destroy. Welcome our white knight with loud peals of joy.
My mistress, the White Queen, had sent me forth, and bade me bow thus low to all of worth, that are true friends of the White House and cause, which she hopes most of this assembly draws. For any else by envy's mark denoted, to those night glow worms in the bag devoted, where they sit, stand, or in private lurk, they'll be soon known by their depraving work. But she's assured what they'll commit to bane, her white friends' hands will build up fair again.
And that was the third part of Middleton's Endgame, a live show produced at the White Bear in Kennington on Sunday, the 11th of August 2024, 400 years to the day of one of the 9 anniversaries of the first scandalous performances. In this part you heard Act 3, Scene 2 onwards, depending on the text you're looking at, and then, of course, the rest of the play. In the next episode of this series we will present The King's Gambit. What happened after the shows were finally stopped, and the scandal in full. What was King James going to do about it all? In A Game at Chess by Thomas Middleton were Alexandra Kataigida as the Black Queen's Pawn, Ailbhe as the White Queen's Pawn, Roel Fox as a White Pawn as well as the Black Bishop's Pawn, Robert Crighton as the Black Knight's Pawn, Keith Hill as the Black Knight, Simon Nader as Black Bishop and White Duke, Liza Graham as the Fat Bishop, Daniel Yabut as the second Black Pawn in the opening scene and the White King, Gillian Horgan as the White Queen, Kit McGuire as the Black Jesting Pawn in the opening scene and the White Knight, Sojourner Hazelwood-Connell as the Black Bishop's Pawn, Connor Robert Brown as the Black King, and Valentina Vinci as the Black Queen. The music for this production was specially composed and produced by Roel Fox. The event was produced and edited by myself, Robert Crighton, for the Beyond podcast. Part 4 of the event, The King's Gambit, where we go into what happened after the play was finally suppressed, and beyond, will follow soon. But if you just can't wait, rough cuts of the whole day and the materials we use to make it are available as a box set on our Patreon for a one-off fee. Link in the show description. And then there is a host of other material on the podcast and YouTube channel about the play's so many readings of the play in different cuts, depending on your interest, all available for free. There's also a discussion on Middleton's legacy on the pod, with the editors of a collection on that subject. Supporting us on any level on the Patreon is a huge help, so it would be lovely to see you there. There's even a free subscription tier for you to keep up to speed with developments. Alternatively, you can support us on ko-fi.com/Beyond Shakespeare, and links to all these are in the show description. Thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.
husbandry. Why, we make money of our faith, our prayers. We
Pause
make...
there for a second. On a health and safety note, I'm just going to say nobody move until the end of the recording. We are nearly at the end. Go back to the line before the sound. It's
Yes.
fine, we'll sort it out after. But nobody move until we say you can.